You know what's absolutely hilarious? We're out here begging the universe like it's some kind of celestial vending machine that's perpetually out of order. We're pleading, bargaining, making promises we can't keep, and then wondering why our manifestations are taking longer than a government refund check. Well, darling, I've got news for you. The universe isn't hard of hearing. You are. And before this month ends, we're going to flip this entire script and have the universe falling over itself to deliver your good. Now, I can already hear some of you sighing, thinking, oh great, another person telling me to just think positive, while my bank account is having an existential crisis and my dreams are on life support. Trust me, I get it. You've been affirming until you're blue in the face. You've been visualizing so hard you could win an Olympic medal in daydreaming. You've done the gratitude journals, the vision boards, the meditation apps that promised enlightenment in 10 minutes or less. And yet, here you are, still waiting for your ship to come in while you're standing in a desert without a port in sight. But here's what nobody tells you, and this is where it gets juicy. The reason your faith hasn't been rewarded yet has nothing to do with the universe being stingy, slow, or playing favorites. The universe is actually like the most efficient delivery service ever invented. Amazon Prime has nothing on the cosmic postal system. The problem is that most of us are sending out mixed signals, like a radio station during a thunderstorm. We're speaking two languages at once, faith and fear, and wondering why we keep getting nonsense in return. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine you walk into the finest restaurant in town, and the waiter comes over, and you say, "I'll have the filet mignon, please, but I probably don't deserve it, and I'm not sure if you'll actually bring it. And honestly, I should probably just have the sad salad because that's more realistic." The waiter is standing there, pad in hand, completely confused. What exactly are you ordering? That's what we do with the universe every single day. We place our order with faith, then immediately cancel it with doubt, then reorder it with anxiety, then put it on hold with unworthiness. The universe doesn't respond to begging, it responds to commanding. And no, I don't mean stomping your feet like a cosmic toddler having a tantrum. I mean speaking with the authority of someone who knows, not hopes, not wishes, not fingers crossed maybe if I'm lucky, but knows that what they're calling forth is already theirs in the invisible before it shows up in the visible. You see, everything you desire already exists, not in some woo-woo, pass the incense way, although I do love a good incense moment. I mean in the realm of infinite possibilities, where every potential reality is already formed and waiting. Your job isn't to create it from scratch like some kind of cosmic craftsperson. Your job is to become the person who receives it. And that's a completely different game with completely different rules. Here's where people get it twisted. They think faith means closing your eyes real tight and hoping really hard, while secretly terrified it won't work out. That's not faith, honey. That's just hope wearing a fake mustache. Real faith is the deep inner knowing that the thing you desire is as certain as gravity. You don't have faith that if you drop a pen it will fall to the ground. You know it will. That's the level of certainty we're going for here. Now, why does this matter so much, especially before this month ends? Because time is just a construct we use to organize our experiences. And the end of a month, like the end of a year or the beginning of a season, carries psychological power. Your subconscious mind loves deadlines and demarcations. It loves a fresh start, a clean slate, a line in the sand. So we're going to use this month's ending as a cosmic launch pad, not because the universe cares what the calendar says, but because your mind does. And your mind is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. The core challenge you're facing right now, the reason your faith hasn't manifested into cold, hard evidence yet, comes down to 3 sabotaging patterns. First, you're treating the universe like it's separate from you, like it's some external authority figure you need to convince. Second, you're measuring your manifestation timeline against other people's highlight reels, completely forgetting that everyone's journey is divinely timed. And third, you're focused on the lack of the thing instead of the presence of the thing, which is like watering the weeds and wondering why your garden isn't blooming. Let me explain this with what I call the invisible supply principle. Everything in your life right now, from the device you're watching this on to the roof over your head, was once invisible. It existed as an idea, a possibility, a potential before it became physical. The same is true for your desires. They exist right now in the invisible realm, perfectly formed, waiting for you to claim them with unwavering faith. But here's the catch. You can't claim what you don't believe you deserve, and you can't receive what you're convinced is impossible. Think of it this way. The universe is like a mirror. It doesn't argue with you. It doesn't judge you. It simply reflects back whatever you're broadcasting. If you're broadcasting, "I'm broke but trying to manifest wealth," guess what shows up? More experiences of being broke while trying. If you're broadcasting, "I'm unworthy but hoping for love," the universe says, "Okay, here's more unworthiness with a side of hoping." It's not being mean, it's being accurate. So how do we change this? How do we actually command the universe instead of begging it? We start by understanding that commanding isn't about force. It's about alignment. It's about speaking from the end result, not from the desperate middle of lack. When you command, you speak as the person who already has the thing. You don't say, "Universe, please, if you have time, maybe bring me more money." You say, "I am abundantly supplied. I now receive all the good that is mine by divine right." See the difference? One is pleading from poverty consciousness. The other is declaring from prosperity consciousness. Now, let's get into the practical stuff, because theory without application is just mental gymnastics, and we're here for results. The first strategy, and this is non-negotiable, is to clean up your word power. Your words aren't just sounds you make with your face. They're creative forces that literally shape your reality. Every time you say, "I can't afford it," you're commanding the universe to keep you in that state. Every time you say, "Nothing ever works out for me," you're giving the universe its marching orders to prove you right. For the rest of this month, and honestly forever after, you're going to become obsessed with your words. Listen to yourself talk. Listen to your inner dialogue, that constant stream of consciousness commentary that narrates your life. Is it empowering or limiting? Is it affirming your good or confirming your lack? Start replacing victim language with victor language. Instead of "this always happens to me," try "I'm learning and growing through this experience." Instead of "I'm so broke," try "my financial situation is temporarily not reflecting my true abundance yet, but it will." I know what you're thinking. This sounds like toxic positivity with extra steps, but it's not about denying reality. It's about not giving reality more power than it deserves. Your current circumstances are just the result of your past thinking. They're not permanent unless you keep thinking the same way. You're not lying when you speak positively about your future. You're aligning with a higher truth that exists beyond current appearances. The second strategy is to practice living from the end. This is where most people completely miss the boat. They affirm and visualize, but then go about their day feeling exactly the same, thinking the same thoughts, making the same choices. If you want to manifest wealth, you have to think like a wealthy person right now. Not recklessly, not irresponsibly, but from the consciousness of abundance. If you want to manifest love, you have to feel loved right now by the universe, by yourself, by life itself. You have to embody the feeling of the wish fulfilled before the wish is fulfilled. Here's a fun exercise. Pick your biggest desire, the thing you want to manifest before this month ends. Now close your eyes and imagine it's already done. It's already yours. How do you feel? What's different about you? How do you walk? How do you talk? What decisions do you make from that place? Now here's the magic part. Start being that person right now. Not when it happens, but now. The universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you are. The third strategy is to release the death grip. And this might sound counterintuitive, but stay with me. Most people hold onto their desires so tightly, with such desperate attachment, that they strangle the life out of them before they can bloom. It's like planting a seed and then digging it up every day to check if it's growing yet. Your faith has to have some breathing room. You state your desire clearly, you claim it boldly, you feel it completely, and then you release it to the universe to handle the how and the when. This doesn't mean you become passive. It means you become receptive. There's a huge difference. Passive is sitting on your couch, waiting for a check to fall from the sky. Receptive is taking inspired action while trusting that the universe is orchestrating things behind the scenes in ways your limited human mind couldn't possibly arrange. Receptive is saying yes to unexpected opportunities. Receptive is following those intuitive nudges even when they don't make logical sense. You know what's wild? The universe is constantly trying to deliver your good to you, but you keep refusing the delivery because it doesn't look exactly like you pictured it. You wanted a mansion, so you ignore the opportunity to house sit a beautiful home where you'd meet your future business partner. You wanted a luxury car, so you turn down the reliable vehicle your friend is selling cheap, not realizing that having transportation would get you to the job that leads to the career that buys you that luxury car. Stop micromanaging the universe. Your job is to define what you want and why you want it. The universe's job is to deliver it in the perfect way at the perfect time. The problem is, most people are sending out mixed signals like a teenager trying to text their crush. 1 minute they're confident, the next minute they're spiraling. 1 minute they're claiming they're good, the next minute they're telling everyone who listen about how hard things are. And then they wonder why their manifestations are taking so long. Honey, you're confusing the universe more than a GPS with 7 different destinations plugged in at the same time. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get crystal clear on what you're actually sending out into the universe. Because I guarantee you, if your faith hasn't been rewarded yet, it's because somewhere in your consciousness, you're still broadcasting doubt. And doubt is like a radio jammer. It disrupts the signal between you and your good. But the beautiful thing is, once you identify where you're jamming your own signal, you can stop doing it and watch everything flow to you with ease. Let's start with what I call the divine alignment practice. Every single day, multiple times a day, you're going to check in with yourself and ask, am I operating from faith or fear right now? When you're making decisions, am I choosing this because I trust the universe or because I'm terrified of what might happen if I don't? When you're speaking, am I speaking life into my situation or am I speaking death? This might sound dramatic, but I promise you, your words are either building your dreams or demolishing them. And most people are demolishing their dreams with their mouths without even realizing it. Here's a practice that will change everything. For the next week, I want you to pretend you're a scientist studying yourself. Every time you catch yourself saying something negative about your situation, write it down. Don't judge it. Don't shame yourself. Just observe. By the end of the week, you're going to see patterns. You're going to see exactly where you're sabotaging yourself with your own words. Maybe you're always saying, I'm so tired. Maybe you're constantly complaining about money. Maybe you're telling everyone about your problems like they're your greatest accomplishments. Once you see the pattern, you can change it. Now, the second thing we need to address is expectation. Most people are walking around expecting nothing, hoping for something, and wondering why they're getting nowhere. The universe doesn't respond to hope. Hope is wishy-washy. Hope is, I'd like this to happen, but I doubt it will. The universe responds to expectation. Expectation is, I know this is happening, and I'm already preparing for it. See the difference? One is timid and uncertain. The other is bold and assured. Think about it like this. When you're expecting a package from the store, you don't sit around hoping it might possibly show up if you're lucky and the stars align. No, you know it's coming. You might even track it. You clear space for it. You plan what you're going to do with it when it arrives. That's the energy we need with our desires. You ordered it from the universe. It's on its way. Stop checking the tracking obsessively and just know it's coming. Here's where people get tripped up though. They think expectation means being anxious and impatient. That's not expectation. That's just fear wearing a different outfit. Real expectation is calm. It's peaceful. It's I know it's handled, so I can relax and enjoy my life while I wait for it to arrive. You don't sit by your door hyperventilating, waiting for the delivery truck. You go about your day knowing that when it arrives, you'll hear the doorbell. Same principle with the universe. The third thing, and this is absolutely crucial, is you've got to stop looking for evidence that it's not working. I see people do this all the time. They start commanding the universe, they start speaking their word, they're doing everything right, and then they wake up the next morning and immediately start looking for proof that it didn't work. They check their bank account, hoping to see money. They check their phone, hoping to see a message. They scan their circumstances, looking for change. And when they don't see instant results, they collapse back into doubt. Listen, the universe isn't a microwave. It's not going to ding when your manifestation is ready. Sometimes there's a delay between your faith and your results, not because the universe is slow, but because there are things being orchestrated behind the scenes that you can't see. People are being moved into position. Opportunities are being created. Doors are being unlocked. Your job isn't to see it happening. Your job is to know it's happening. Here's a powerful truth that will set you free. You don't need evidence to have faith. That's the whole point of faith. Evidence is what you get after faith does its work. Faith is what you have before the evidence shows up. If you're waiting for evidence before you believe, you'll be waiting forever, because evidence only comes to those who believed first. It's like refusing to plant a seed until you see the tree. That's not how it works. You plant the seed in faith, and then the tree appears. Now let me give you something practical you can do immediately. I want you to create what I call a faith anchor. This is a physical object or action that reminds you of your command to the universe. Maybe it's a specific piece of jewelry you wear every day that represents your faith. Maybe it's a note on your mirror. Maybe it's a daily ritual where you light a candle and speak your affirmation. The point is, every time you see this anchor or perform this ritual, it brings you back to that place of unwavering faith. Because here's what's going to happen. Life is going to life. Bills are going to come. Problems are going to arise. People are going to say discouraging things. And in those moments, you need something that immediately reconnects you to your faith. Your faith anchor is that thing. It's your emergency faith hotline. When doubt creeps in, you touch your anchor, you remember your truth, and you refuse to let temporary circumstances override your eternal knowing. Let's talk about divine timing, because this is where so many people lose heart. They think divine timing means never, or not for me, or maybe when I'm 85. That's not what divine timing means. Divine timing means everything is happening at the exact perfect moment for maximum benefit. Sometimes what you think you want right now would actually be a disaster if it came right now. Sometimes the delay is protection. Sometimes the delay is preparation. Sometimes the delay is positioning. The universe can see the whole chessboard. You can only see the piece you're moving. Trust that there's a bigger strategy at play. Trust that the timing of your manifestation is perfect, even if it's not what you expected. Trust that when it arrives, you'll look back and say, oh, that's why it happened this way. That's why it took this long. Now I see the perfection in the timing. But here's the key. While you're waiting for divine timing to unfold, you don't just sit there doing nothing. You prepare. You get ready. You act as if your good is on its way. If you're manifesting a new home, start decluttering your current space. If you're manifesting a relationship, start making room in your life for another person. If you're manifesting a business, start learning the skills you'll need. Your preparation is proof to the universe that you're serious, that you're ready, that you mean business. And speaking of meaning business, let's talk about the power of decision. One of the fastest ways to command the universe to reward your faith is to make a definite decision. Not I'll try, not I hope, not maybe, but I have decided. Decision cuts off all other possibilities. When you truly decide something, you stop entertaining alternatives. You stop having backup plans. You stop hedging your bets. You go all in on your faith. This doesn't mean being reckless. It means being resolute. It means drawing a line in the sand and saying, this is what I'm creating, and nothing will shake me from this knowing. The universe responds powerfully to decision because decision is faith in action. It's not just thinking about what you want or talking about what you want. It's deciding you will have it and backing that decision with unwavering commitment. Now, here's something I need you to hear. As this month comes to a close, you might be tempted to look at where you are and feel discouraged. You might be tempted to think it's too late, there's not enough time, it's not going to happen this month. Stop that right now. The universe doesn't operate on a calendar the way you think it does. Miracles can happen in an instant. Years of struggle can be reversed in a moment. What seems impossible on the first of the month can be your reality by the last day. I've seen it happen too many times to count. Someone is completely broke on the 28th and receives an unexpected windfall on the 30th. Someone meets the love of their life in the final days of the month, after years of searching. Someone gets the job offer, the healing, the breakthrough, the miracle in the 11th hour. The universe specializes in perfect timing, and sometimes perfect timing means right down to the wire. So don't give up now. Don't collapse into doubt just because you don't see it yet. Don't let the calendar intimidate your faith. You're not running out of time. You're running into your blessing. You're not too late. You're right on time. Keep commanding. Keep believing. Keep expecting. Because the universe is about to show you why you held on when everything told you to let go. Here's what I want you to do today. Right now, I want you to write down one specific thing you're commanding the universe to deliver before this month ends. Be clear. Be specific. Be bold. Write it down as if it's already done. I am so grateful that blank happened. I am celebrating because blank showed up. I am amazed at how perfectly blank unfolded. Write it, speak it out loud, and then release it to the universe with total trust. And then, here's the most important part. Live the rest of your day as the person who already has that thing. How would you feel? How would you move? What would you think about? What decisions would you make? Step into that version of you right now, not when it happens, but now. Because the version of you who already has it is the magnet that draws it to you. I want you to come back and tell me what happened. Leave a comment below with what you commanded. Let's create a wave of faith in this comment section. Let's declare together what we're calling in before this month ends. Let's be each other's witnesses. Because there's power in agreement, there's power in community, and there's power in collective faith. If this message stirred something in you, if you felt a shift, if you're ready to command your reality instead of begging for scraps, subscribe to this channel. There's so much more to explore together. We're going to dive deeper into faith, manifestation, and the incredible power you have to shape your life. Your faith is about to be rewarded, not because you're special, although you are, not because you're perfect, because nobody is, but because you're finally understanding how to work with universal law instead of against it. You're learning to command instead of beg. You're learning to expect instead of hope. You're learning to know instead of wish. And that changes everything. Before this month ends, something wonderful is going to happen for you. Something that reminds you that the universe hears you, sees you, and is always working on your behalf. Something that makes you say, yes, this is real, this works, I'm not crazy for having faith. Watch for it, expect it, prepare for it, and when it arrives, celebrate it as proof that you are indeed a powerful creator, commanding your reality into form. Your breakthrough is coming. Actually, it's already here. You're just about to see it. Now go live like you believe it.